Hello friends, welcome to BDS Tech Lab. So this is the continuation of Java FAQ series. In this video we'll discuss another FAQ, another important FAQ, that is how to create user-defined immutable class in Java. Okay, so let's open the PDF file that I have made for you. See, so first of all we need to know what is immutable class, and then what are the examples, and after that what are the steps we need to follow to create immutable class. So immutable class are those class. If we are going to create the object of immutable class, then what happens? Then once we have created, we cannot change the content of that one. If we are going to change the content, then a new object will automatically created. Okay, so immutable objects are instances whose state does not change after it has been initialized. Okay, and there are many classes are there that are immutable in Java, like prime one is string is immutable class, and all wrapper classes are like boolean, byte, short, long, integer, float, double, all are immutable classes. Okay, so we can create our own immutable class by creating the final class and final data member as well. Okay, so there are some steps. So first step, make class final, make each field final, create a getter method to get the value. No setter method is required because we need not to change the value. Okay, and create a constructor to initialize the variable, created variable. So I'll write here the skeleton, okay, here only, and then I'll show you in the Eclipse. Okay, so increase this one little bit, and now what I'll do, now I'll write. So first step is make class final. So I'll make the final is a keyword, class also keyword, class test. Okay, and then what we'll do, now make each field final. So let's take final final int I is the field, and now what we need to do, create a getter method. Okay, create a getter method. So I'll create public void. So let's suppose it is not running anything, so I'll change. So now get I, okay, and what it is returning, it is returning return I. So I, the nature of I is int, so instead of void I'll keep it int here. Okay, and now there is no setter method need, and then constructor to initialize this variable. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll create a constructor, and constructor is the name of the class. Okay, and I'll pass this parameter, and then what we'll do, okay, I'll initialize by using this keyword, this dot I equals to I. So this is the requirement to create the immutable class, to create an immutable class. So let's open the Eclipse, and where we write the driver code. So here we make one class, that is immutable class. Okay, immutable class, and I'll take main method as well, because this will our driver code, this will be our driver code. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll copy paste the same one what I have created here, what we have created here, and see. Okay, and what we'll do, we'll select. Okay, first we'll format this one and see what happens, what it is telling. No, actually what we need to do, we need to cut here, and okay, here we need to, and now we'll do format. and now what it is, final interface expected after token, final class test. Okay, now this is fine. Okay, now this is formatted, and see, we have created the final class, and in final class there is a final variable, final data field is there, and then the getter method, and then the constructor to initialize this variable, this field. Okay, now what we'll do next, we'll create the object of this class. Okay, object of this class t equals to test, and we'll pass the the integer argument like 10, and then what we'll do sysco. Okay, and t dot get I, so it will print the value. Okay, it will print the value. See, 10 is there. Okay, so this way we can make a class immutable. Okay, and another I'll show you. Instead of creating getter and setter method, I'll show you immutable class 1, immutable class 1, and here I'll take main method. In the same method I'll create one, in the same class I'll create one method, and that method is responsible for creating the immutable class. Okay, so what I'll do here what we have did, here we have created the get method, and then create the constructor to initialize the variable, and created the class final, and later we created the object, and then we are retrieving the value. Okay, and now here what we'll do, here we'll do come outside of this one. Okay, and what we'll do, so first of all we'll make this one is final. Okay, and after that one final variable I'll initialize, final, and let's take this time private as well, final private int I. Okay, and now we'll create the constructor to initialize this variable. Okay, constructor is public. Okay, now I'll pass the same field, and we'll initialize this one, this dot I equals to I. Okay, now it is done. Now what we'll do, we'll create one method. Let's suppose what we'll do, create one method, and the method is like public void change of value. It will take care whenever the value is going to be changed. Okay, and now the return of this class will make this class only. Okay, so now here I'll pass the parameter, this one, and if, see, this is the main thing, if this dot I equals to I, then what it will return? It will return this return this only. Okay, else it will return a new object. Else what? Return new of the object of the same class if the value is going to be changed, and what? I. Okay, so this method is responsible for making this class immutable actually. Okay, and now I'll show you if we are going to create the object in main method. Okay, see, IC equals to new IC, and here we'll pass the parameter like 101. Okay, and another I'll I'll create immutable class itself and IC1. Okay, and IC dot now change value, and this time I'll pass 1010. Okay, and see now if we print this one, let's see what happens. IC equals to IC1. Is it equal? What it will? It should print false. Okay, it should print false actually. See, and now let's take IC2. Okay, and this time I'll show you. It will print true actually. IC2 equals to IC dot the same value. Okay, what earlier I have 101, 101. Okay, and now if we print this one SYSO, IC equals to IC2, so it will print true. Okay, it will print true. So let's see. See, it is printing true actually. Okay, so this is also one of the way we can make. So this method is actually the responsible for making this class immutable. Okay, and other things we need to follow, that make the fields final, private. Okay, and how we initialize that field by creating the constructor of that class, and class should be final. Okay, so this way we can achieve our creating our immutable class, user defined immutable class. Okay, so that's all in this video. So thanks for watching the video, and please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks a lot.